So again, to be clear, I do not agree that anyone should ever be shot for their political views. I don't think that's a good way to be and exist because it's, well, terrifying because anyone who does say a political thing can then just be apparently killed for it. I don't agree with that at all. I think anyone that is on the left who is celebrating Charlie Kirk's death is kind of a horrible person because he's a human being, has some dignity. I disagree with a lot of things he said, and if you don't believe me, let me just put some things out there and remind people of what Charlie Kirk said. He said things like gay people should be stoned to death. He said that people should get scared when they see a black pilot flying a plane. He says that Taylor Swift should reject feminism and submit to her husband. He says that leftists shouldn't be allowed to move to red states. That British colonialism was what made the world decent. That the guy who assaulted Pelosi's should be bailed out. He said that religious freedom should be terminated. He said that black politicians stole white people's spots. He said Martin Luther King Jr. was an awful person. He said that great replacement theory is reality, that hydroxychloroquine cures COVID, that vaccine mandates are a medical apartheid, that gun deaths are acceptable in order to have the Second Amendment, which is a little bit horrible timing on that one, but that a woman's natural place is under her husband's control, that parents should prevent their daughters from taking birth control, that George Floyd had it coming, that January 6 protesters didn't, that 1964 Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake, that Mamdani winning New York was a travesty because Muslims did 9/11, that Muslims only come to America to destabilize Western civilization, that Palestine doesn't exist, and that those who support it are like the KKK. Those are things that he said. Now, again, I don't think that that is a good thing to say, which is why I say I disagree with a lot of things that he mentions. A lot of things he says are usually wrapped in something else to be something else. Like religious liberty, but as long as it's my religion, not your religion, that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't agree with what he says. Now, again, I do not think he should have been killed, regardless of who it is. And even though it's come out that the guy who killed him was, not the leftist that everyone in the right is now, saying that they're basically saying that, we're now at war with, the left, and Steve Miller doing his usual, horrible shit and saying that, we need to destroy counter ideology. Now, again, as a leftist, I believe in very simple things. Medical care for everyone, that should be part of your basic right as a human being in the United States, just like every other civilized country. We can't be the, richest country in the world and somehow not have people dying from medical things that are perfectly capable and be taken care of. But that's for a different thing. But I just want to get that out there, just because, yeah.